I would recommend homeowners call a professional like Precision Roofing and try to stay off the roof as much as possible. If they are going to do that, of course, keeping their gutters and downspouts cleaned out as much as possible. That's going to keep any water away from the foundation. That's going to be key. That's pretty much really the only maintenance that they can do themselves on a roof. Anything past that, they're going to want to call a professional. There's really no other reason for them to be up on top of the roof. They're going to cause more damage and wear and tear than they are going to cause good. Really just cleaning out their gutters twice a year. That's more than enough. Of course we do sell gutter guards, and there's a lot of different things that they can put on to even eliminate that headache as well. But if you don't have a gutter guard system, I would say just keeping those cleaned out probably twice a year. That's a good practice for homeowners. Some other parts of your roof that you might want to take a look at, annually, I would say, would be anywhere, if you have some masonry work, maybe where a chimney is, make sure the tuck pointing and everything looks good on the chimney. Sometimes that will start to fail. You can get water and, some erosions and stuff in there, and water start to penetrate through the chimney and it'll get inside the house. It's really not your actual roof leaking, but water comes inside the house and people tend to think it's the roof. That's something to take and do some maintenance on, take a look at that and keep ahead of that. Other than that, just kind of keeping your gutters and downspouts open, and that's really about it. Everything else should be, with the products that we use today, everything is that should last, and there's really not a lot of maintenance to it. There's several different options we can do to prevent ice dams from forming. With the underlayment, using ice and water shield and all the proper specifications that we use for our install, it's not anything the homeowner needs to worry themselves about. It's not going to cause any issues or leaks or anything like that. If they live up further north and they do get a lot of heavy snow loads and a lot of really bad ice damming, there's some different things that you can put in, heat tape and things that we can string through the gutter that you plug in, and they keep the gutters lukewarm all year round. Keeps everything opened up, and there's some different options and different routes we can go like that, that we do sell and provide. But typically speaking, it's just kind of a standard operating procedure just to do 2 rows of ice and water guard on all new re-roofs. That's going to prevent any type of water backing up into the house during that ice dam and during the wintertime.